straight. And first do deep exhalation, followed by deep inhalation. Retain the breath for as long as possible. And do conscious exhalation. Relax the entire physical body. And mind should be quite and important. Okay? So through this process of pranayama, traditionally how we have taught you, do it that way. Don't learn from wrong sources. One should relax the physical body and the mind. The mind should be quietened and should develop the ability to focus on a single pointed goal. It's called Chitta Ekagrata. And here the Upanishad mantra recommends that the mind is quietened, focus on a supreme truth, which is called Brahman. So also your true nature, which is Atman. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Tat Jalaniti Shanta Upasita. Very important step is to quieten the mind. So the real problem with all these meditation courses, re-engineering courses, art courses, that don't focus on quietening the mind first before doing dhyanam. So the Upanishad mantra is saying, Shanta Upasita. Shanta means first the mind should be quieted. Then only dhyanam should be started. And this Brahman, which is all pervading, cannot be comprehended so easily. So Upanishads have hundreds of mantras which point to the same supreme principle, which is the nature of pure existence, pure consciousness, and pure bliss. which is your true nature. And since it is not possible to comprehend existence and bliss through these mantras, Upanishads point to the consciousness principle which enables cognition. Means what? All the cognition that happens within the individual is because of the consciousness principle. So when you are able to cognize sound, smell, taste, form, color, everything, all that is because of consciousness, including the ability for the mind to think and comprehend. So the Kenopanishad mantra wonderfully points to this supreme principle. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano yad vachoha vacham savu pranasya pranaha चक्षुषश्चक्षुः अतिमुच्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. Shrotrasya shrotram. It is the ear of the ear. Means what? The ear cannot hear without the consciousness principle present. So when you are deep asleep, you are not able to hear because the consciousness has been removed from the ear. Similarly, manaso mano, the mind can think only because of consciousness. Yad vachoha vacham, I'm able to speak and express something, you should owe it to the consciousness principle. That's how we recognize supreme in everything that we do. How pranasya pranaha, even the life force gets existence from Brahma Tattvam, that is pure consciousness. Chakshushas chakshuhu, eye of the eye. One who understands means what? You should have deep focus on this. Means penetrate through the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandham. Should be able to go beyond the objects of sense organs. Focus on the sense organs and then focus on how the sense organs are getting the ability to cognize. This kind of dhyanam with Upanishad mantras is very rare. If you do that, that is possible only by systematic Vedanta Shāstrās. What happens? Atimuchya dhīrāः pretyasmāllokād amrita bhavanti. So one who recognizes this, understands this, internalizes this, and becomes established Brahman, attains immortality. So let's see how Bhagavan, through the Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of the Upanishads, is guiding us now, the concluding portion of the 9th chapter, to get this Brahma Jnanam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां षजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः. अपार करुणा सिंधुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम्. ओम. All on cameras, chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः. देवाय तस्मै नमः. देवाय तस्मै नमः. ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. Hari Om Shri Bhagavanuvacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajantamah Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena bhasvata Jyotishamapi tajyotihi Tamasah paramuchyate Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam Nahi jnanena sadrisham Pavitramiha vidyate Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha Kalenatmani vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham nashitamatmanaha Tesham adityavajnanam Prakashayati tatparam Yathai samidhognihi Bhasmasad kurute Arjuna Jnanagni sarvakarmani Bhasmasad kurute tatha Yasya sarve samarambhaha Kamasankalpa varjitaha Jnanagni dagdha karmanam Tamahu panditam budhaha Om Shanti 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 Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Navamodhyayah Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogaha Om Narayana Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini Om. Now all of us will stand. The 33rd sloka, the penultimate sloka of the 9th chapter, which I have learned in the last class, 9.33. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Kim Punar Brahmana Punyaha Bhakta Rajarshayas Anityamasukham Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasvamam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session, the concluding session of the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. What is the 9th chapter called as? Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. It has been a heavy subject, yes or no? So, quite detailed. It is the essence of all Vedanta. Every aspect, important aspect has been taken and Bhagavan has presented very well. It has got the goal orientation, which is Brahmajnanam. It has got the sadhana, means what are all the practices, what are all the steps you have to take to get the Brahmajnanam, what are the challenges that you will face, how to overcome those challenges. And towards the end of the chapter, Bhagavan is also saying what are the different categories of people generally you can find on a wide scale. 3 groups of people. One who you will think has no chance of redemption, his life is gone. Even those people, if they decide to change, duracharaha, can attain the ultimate. Then there are people with challenges with excessive rajasic, tamasic nature, or mind which is very emotional, not able to develop detachment, sentimental. Those kind of people also have to focus. Important thing is you have to decide. See, let me tell you, there is no way getting rid of all the problems. Can you say one fine day all problems will be solved? Then I will study something, I'll try to attain Brahmajnanam. It is impossible. Nah. Swamiji used to say, Tamil or saying used to popularly say that. On cameras. Alaygal oivadillai. That means what? The waves will never be coming to a rest. Will the waves come to rest? You go to the ocean and see. Waves will always be coming. Somebody was taken to a Samudra Snanam. Taking bath in the sea is very, very auspicious. This boy said, let all the waves die down, then I will take bath because I'm scared. If I go in, what will happen? Waves will come on me. So the Guru said, no way the waves are going to, and they will keep on coming. You have to dip and come out. So similarly, your problems are never going to end. Are they going to end? Tell me, by the time you try to put a cap on one problem, three more arise. Three more will come, right? And then this will go on and on. So Bhagavan says, even if you got challenges, different types of challenges, I told you, you have to reorient. And also important is no other sadhana, whether it is what other things that you do, can get you the permanence that Vedanta gives you, establishment in Jnanam, which is supreme. Nahi jnanena sudarsham. We have repeated many times. You know the meaning of that. And so coming to the third category, who have got some of the conditions very favorable, like all of us. We all have sufficient favorable conditions. Some amount of what? Devotion is there. We appreciate that. No, the real goal of life is to get jnanam and moksham. And we have the right shastras, traditional teaching, everything is available. And so importantly, do two things Bhagavan has told. What are they? Shloka number 33. One, recognize that this world will keep on throwing up challenges. Anityam. There is nothing called as permanence. I told you in the last class, many surprising things will happen and will deviate your mind. Anityam. And many of them will create asukham. Asukham means what? Opposite of sukham is asukham. What? Dukkham. Yes or no? Do they not create some worries? And once worries enter the mind, then what will happen? Your mind cannot focus on this. So ignore them. I told you what is the methodology I told you to use. I told you an easy method. If any problems are there which is unexpected, which cannot be solved, what you should do? You put it into one bucket called Maya. Maya Prabhavam. Put it in that. Other things you try and solve. I'm not saying don't attempt to solve. Try to solve. But if it gets solved, fine. Doesn't get solved, Acharya says, Prarabdhaya samarpitam svavapuritesha manisha mama. So to the end of the Manisha Panchakam, after explaining everything, he says you should have the maturity to submit to Prarabdha. Don't fight. Don't keep on fighting. I will overcome everything. It's not possible. So that important recognition, Anityam Asukham Lokam. One. Two, you are already there. Prapya. Did you choose? Did you choose this world? Did you choose to be born in this environment? And if you're not camera on, GNVR, all of you, turn cameras. Important to attend class with focus. Okay. So we didn't choose, so things come. And so, say many of these things are not something that I can solve. Importantly, Bhajasvamam. Here, Mam stands for Krishna Paramatma as Moksha Swarupi. So, focus on Moksham. Among the four things that you can achieve, it's called Purushartham. What are the Purusharthas? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksham. Dharma means following the right way of life, which is the beginning. Artham, whatever wealth you want to earn, and desires, Kamam, you want to fulfill. And Moksham, the ultimate knowledge and bliss that you can establish yourself. Moksham is the highest goal. So one should focus on this highest goal. That is Mam. So, Bhajasva Mam. So, how much this world is what? Impermanent and deceiving, right? Also, we see so many things happening in the world, right? We see some child is born, some people are going away, right? When we see the entire world, we see this and people afflicted by different kinds of problems, physical problem, mental problem, emotional problem, psychological problem. They report all those things, see in paper. Nowadays, no, enough of news available. What we think? We will not be affected by all these things. We are ever permanent. No, you may not be saying that, but internally that's going on in your mind. Because there is a situation in Mahabharata called Yaksha Prashna. You all know that? All these stories are there, Yaksha Prashna. So, there was a situation where Yudhishthira was confronted by an Yaksha, and there are some rules that if you answer all the questions, all his brothers were unfortunately what? Decimated. So they will come back to life. So we have to answer all the questions. So one of the questions put in the Yaksha Prashna, Yaksha asks Yudhishthira, what is the biggest surprise in this world? What is the biggest surprise? The biggest surprise is after getting some knowledge, we see so many people leaving this world and going almost on a daily basis. Even then, again, what did Yudhishthira say? Each person thinks I will be Shashvatam, permanent, eternal. That I will not be subjected to this. Okay. RIP. Rest in peace. Please take care. All that we are saying. But we don't know that we are also in the queue. So that is why this Anityam Asukham Lokam. Whatever time you have got, make sure you dedicate to study Vedanta Shāstrās and get this jnanam. So wonderfully, I'll give you one shloka which you should all try and commit to memory over the next 6 months. I'll give 6 months again. The shloka from Vairagya Shatakam. Write down. By Bhartrhari, a king who has experienced all the pleasures. What we experience is nothing. So Bhartrhari was a great king. He experienced all the pleasures, and then he understood due to some circumstances that all this bhogam, all this enjoyment is not going to last long. So he retired from kingdom, went to forest, did tapas. If you go to Ujjain, you can see Bhartrhari caves. Anybody has been there? That is a great, very knowledgeable person. He wrote 3 types of Shatakam. Write down. Shatakatrayam. 100 slokas. Vairagya Shatakam. In that, Vairagya Shatakam, Shringara Shatakam, and Niti Shatakam. Vairagya Shatakam, he told 100 slokas how to get Vairagyam. One sloka, he says, one sloka I'll tell you, bit long. Try and note down and commit to me because very, very useful. How the whole world is anityam and how you get ensnared by the world and forget the ultimate reality. Adityascha gata gatau raharaha samkshiyate jeevitam. Vyaparascha bahubharya karya guruvihi kalopi nagyayate. Drishtva janma jara vipatti maranam trayascha notpadyate. Pitva mohamayim pramada madiram unmatta bhutam jagat. It's a long shloka, but I'll give the meaning. What this great person says that Adityascha gata gatau aha ahaha ahaha. What is ahaha ahaha? You all should know. Ahaha ahaha means not ahaha laughing. What is ahaha? Day. Ahaha ahaha. Every day something is happening. What is happening? Sun is rising and sun is setting. Yes or no? Simple fact, right? All the Sanskrit, break it down to simple English now. Okay. Every day sun rises, sun sets, and we think, aha, another wonderful day. What is happening? Samkshiyate jeevitam. Your life is reduced by one day. Yes or no? Now you see, when you present it very clearly, understand the meaning, you will know. Every day sun rises and sun sets. What is the net result? My life has been reduced by one day, so time available is reduced by 24 hours. Yes or no? Sunsets. In between, what is happening? Day after day. This happens not one day, day after day, continuously. Every day, one day in your life is being taken away. What is happening? Vyaparascha bhubharya karya gurubihi khalopi nagyayate. You are so busy. Vyaparam means what? Business, action, going to office, doing all the daily activities, that, this. Are we busy or not? So many things. No? Laukika vyavaharam, family duties, office duties, social duties, that duty, this duty, think it's duty. That we only put the duty on ourselves. Okay. So, bahubharya karya gurubihi. And we are thinking, oh, we are doing very great things. Gurubihi means everybody says, I am doing very, very important thing. Don't disturb me. Ask the children also what they'll say. Don't disturb me now. I'll close the room and say I'm doing something very important. And vyaparam, that there's so many things we are doing. And what happens? Kalopi nagyayate. We don't know, time is passing away. We are just children playing. Suddenly, You entered youth, then struggling to establish. Then after that, suddenly you look back, you're old. You got children now. Look at it. We were children. Now you got children to take care. And some other stage when you go, you become very old. All the no organs are not so effective. You say earlier I used to walk 10 kilometers a day. Today, even walking 1 kilometer is difficult, right? So things go on changing. Khalopi nagnayate. We are not able to understand that no, time is fleeting time. Anyway, so this is happening. And in between, what happens? Drishtva Janma Jara Vipatti Maranam. So in the process, during all this, we also see once in a way. We don't see it daily, but once in a way, we see Drishtva, we see Janmam, some children are born, Jara, some people getting old, finding it difficult, no, backache, leg ache, all those things. Vipatti, some people die in accident, some plane crash, yes or no? Some die in plane crash, some survive in plane crash also. Huh? Many things happen. So, and what we think, no, this will not affect me. I will always live permanently. I will not be subject to old age problems. So, trayascha notpadyate. That means what? I don't try to protect myself from eventualities. What is the ultimate eventuality? What is the ultimate certain eventuality? You all should know by now. What is that? Death. Very good. Before that ultimate what eventuality happens, understand reality. So write the statement today. Before the ultimate eventuality, I should understand the supreme reality. So realize your true self before the ultimate eventuality is important. So all this happening. So people are all watching but not trying to understand what is happening and why. It's important to focus on ultimate truth because this great person says, Pitva mohamayim pramada madiram. Madiram means intoxicating drink. Ram Kailash. So already the world is intoxicating. What is intoxication? Intoxication is something that makes you forget the reality. Yes or no? Many people go to some place and take intoxicating drinks. Why? Because they want to forget the problems. Yes or no? Or to enjoy. They think this is not happy. If I drink, that will be happy. So already you are intoxicated with the world. These fools go and take further intoxication. I don't know what has gone into their mind. Nowadays, I hear a lot of things very prevalent. Huh? Everywhere, there's all no wrong practices. Why? Because mind is not stable, it's very turbulent. So this Mahan says that you already drunk this Maya world. That means what? You have thought that this Maya Prapancham is real, entered into it and trying to seek happiness through this. Pitva mohamayim. Mohamayim. That means what? This world is Maya mohamayim pramada madiram. Nah. Pramada Madira means that which makes you forget. Madira means intoxicating drink. So this world, when it goes inside the mind, it makes you forget the reality. And so unmatta bhutam jagat. So entire all the people are what? Unmattam or in an inebriated state. You know what is inebriation? New word. Anybody knows? Go to Google. Google. It means what? Mind is totally intoxicated state. And so you're not able to focus. So what you should do, having listened to all these things, imam prapya bhajasvamam. So Bhagavan is saying, focus on the ultimate goal, which is jnanam and moksham. Systematic studies available. Switch on your Zoom, 4 classes a week, attend regularly, attend live. Attending live is very different from listening to videos. So make sure you attend the class live and get the benefit. Step by step study the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, get the ultimate goal. So understood? What is the important sloka number 33? See, from 30, 31, 32, all that is fine. But the key takeaway is understand the ephemeral nature of the world, anityam, impermanence, and there are enough reasons to get challenges. Janma mrityu jara myadhi dukkha doshanudarshanam. I'm not trying to be negative or pessimistic. If things are fine, Much more better. Like Bhagavan says, if your advantage, I told you tennis advantage, right? What is the advantage in tennis? I told you, no? Third set, 6-all, Rutvej. If you are an advantage, 1 point. If you get, what will happen? 3 things: game, set, and match. All 3 you will get. Imagine if you lose that and the other person gets what? Due the advantage, wins the match, and then what happens? You lose the set, what? From 3-0, it becomes what? 2-1. Then one more set, 2-2, Rutvej. Then finally wins that final set. Then how much? Has it happened or not? You would have seen, no, Wimbledon, no, US Open and all. It happens sometimes. So you are in advantage position. If you lose this match, means the match means this life, by not getting jnanam, ihache dabedhi satyam asti, nachediha vedin mahati vinashti. You go and interview a person who has lost from that position. From 1 point to game, set, and match, and losing the entire match. Like that, having come this far, don't let the opportunity slip. Take it with both hands and get Brahma Jnanam. Clear? So, Sloka 33, PVS done or not? Have we done PVA? Done or not? Can you confirm? Yes, done. Very good. Now, the last Sloka, most important. So, Bhagavan has reserved the best for the last. So, what should I do? So many messages come, say, focus on what? Bhagavan, get over all the problems, get over Tamo Gunam, Rajo Gunam, Sattva Gunam, everything has been told. What should I do? Please tell me in one proper summary sloka. It's a wonderful sloka. Sloka number 34. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Manmana Bhava Madbhaktaha Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuktvaibam Atmanam Matparayanaha. Guram sir, you want to chant or shall I chant? Shri, chant padunga, simple slogan, chant padunga. Unmute yourself, unmute.
Sri Bhagavanuvacha Manmana Bhaktaha Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuktvaibam Atmanam Matparayanaha.
Very good, almost together now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Manmana Bhava Madbhaktaha Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuktvaibam Atmanam Matparayanaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This shloka is very important. It's been repeated almost 80% in 18th chapter. Write down in the same place, 18.65. So if you've got the complete Gita book, can you take the 18th chapter, 65th sloka? Can you all take it? You all got Gita book around with you? Huh? Same sloka with small changes repeated. Can you all chant with me? Shri Bhagavanuvacha 18.65. Manmana Bhava Madbhaktaha Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Satyam Te Pratijane Priyosi Me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And again, discovery. Nah, not invention. Same sloka or not, almost. Only 3 words have been changed. So write down 9.35 almost equal to 18.65. Yeah, huh? So, so what is the essence of this sloka as well as the 18.65, which we learned at the conclusion of Gita, she did a couple of months back. Now, you see, Bhagavan says, have the orientation of your life very, very, very clear. Don't deviate. That's why he coined the term 3 C's. What are the 3 C's? consistency, commitment, and constancy. Is that right? One has to have a constancy of purpose. That means what? You cannot keep on changing the goal. So one day I will do this, one day I will do that, get into that. Okay. So that constant purpose is required and you would be committed to it. That means what? You should not say what? It is there. But you're not putting 100% on that. That commitment you should not be missing. And importantly, what is important? Constancy. Most difficult every day. You have to be at it. So or no? That's the most difficult. Which is the most difficult among the three? Tell me. Is constancy difficult, commitment difficult, or consistency difficult? Which is difficult? Huh? All three are difficult, but among the three, consistency, another thing is the most difficult. So you'll have to develop that consistency. And how do you develop consistency? Every day you have to energize yourself. There are enough de-energizing forces in the world, yes or no? You get up in the morning, forget about everything. As I told you, Pratasmarami Hridi Samsuradatma Tattvam Satchit Sukham Paramaham Sagatim Turiyam Yaswapna Jagara Sushuptamavaiti Nityam Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham Nacha Bhuta Sangaha. Acharya has given wonderful three slokas, only three slokas. Tad Brahma Nishkalamam. I am that Brahman. So I have to now, I am that is what Shastras are saying, Vedanta is saying, Acharya is saying, all the Mahans are saying, I should now resolve myself to understand this. That should be your resolution consistently. So in this shloka, Bhagavan is saying, how to develop that consistency is the answer, solution for your challenges. So Bhagavan says, fix the mind on me. Me means what? Krishna Paramatma with two hands, two legs, or two legs and four hands. As I told you, what is Krishna Paramatma? Correct. After round of Allah, okay, fine. Okay. Mokshatmane namaha. Can we all chant this shloka? As I told you. I'll give the meaning also. Apunya punyo parame. Kim punarbhava nirbhaya. Shanta sannyasi no yanti. Tasmai mokshatmane namaha. Please follow the lessons, Vanumati madam. Apunya punyo parame. That means what? Bhishmacharya looks at Krishna Paramatma and says, people think that you are only a person with two hands, two legs, whatever, but actually you are that principle which is beyond punyam and papam. You chant no, na punyam, na papam, na saukhyam, na dukkham, na mantro, na tirtham, na vedana, yajnaha, chidananda rupa shivoham, shivoham. That Satchidananda Swarupam, you are beyond punyam and papam. Why beyond punyam? Sir, hello punyam, sir. Only papam you take away. This punyam, what happens? What happens? Punyam is there. You have to be reborn. Because there is no punyam and there is no papam. Kim punarbhava nirbhayaha. That principle which is what? Has no fear of being reborn. No even inkling of being why no rebirth? Should answer quickly so that I can finish the meaning and go to the slokas. Why no rebirth? When there is no punyam and papam balance, when zero balance, no punyam, no papam, then there is no rebirth. That means what has happened? What? Your sanchita karma has been destroyed totally. Shashvannashvarameva vishwamakilam nischitya vacha guroho nityam brahma nirantaram vimrasata nirvyaja shantatmana bhutam bhavicha dushkritam pradahata anvinmaye pavake. So bhutam bhavicha dushkritam. That means what? All the karmas of past and future. That means what? Sanchita karma is destroyed. Agami karma is destroyed. Only prarabdham is left, which you will experience as if totally disconnected. That is why Kim Punarbhava Nirbhayaha. Nirbhaya means no fear, no thought about rebirth. Means the person has got jnanam will say certainly, hell, no birth, no rebirth. So what is that? You are that goal. You are not a person with two hands, two legs that we think. You are the supreme principle, which is being what yearned by. That means what? The goal of Shantaha. That means what? People have got a calm mind. As I told you, mind should be quietened to focus on Brahman. Sannyasinaha, who have attained the peace of mind and taken to sannyasam and focusing on supreme truth. So all of us can be sannyasis. How? Jnana karma sannyasam. Don't need to get Vesha Bhusham is not important. The mind has to have the detachment, vivekam, vairagyam. So, Shanta sannyasino yanti. That means what? That is the destination, that is the goal. You know what is Bhagavan now? Tasmai mokshatmane namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We say, no, Tasmai, to that person, to that entity, supreme principle, who is what is called as Mokshatmane. He Mokshatmane Namaha. I am prostrating. That is the wonderful shloka. So here, wherever Bhagavan is saying, what? Matu, Matu or Mam. Many places is going to come. We're going to now count. Should replace not with Krishna Paramatma as one physical entity, but what is the goal here? What is the moksha swarupi, moksham? So Bhagavan says, fix the mind on me. That means what? The mind should be focused on moksham. That's called matparayanaha. So what Bhagavan says? What? He says, Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So you have to have that goal in mind and continually study the Vedanta Shāstrās. So goal should be moksham. Then be devoted to me. So this particular jnanam, moksham, Vedanta Shāstra is not something that is dry and only intellectual. Though there is analysis, should have a devotion, reverence that is going to take me out of all the problems. So be devoted to this Vedanta Margam. Keep me as a supreme goal. That means what? While other things keep happening, they are only incidental. Getting jnanam moksham is our ultimate supreme goal. Then worship, be my worshipper. That means what? Worshipping here doesn't mean can do all the puja, nitya karma, that's fine. Here the worship means the reverential attitude to study the Shastram and surrender to me. So surrendering to Supreme is here making sure that I will approach this with humility. I may not know the ultimate truth now, but constant study will get me the clarity. So this thought, this is how you get your consistency and constancy to this supreme goal. If you do this systematically, Bhagavan says, you will reach me alone. Now you see, can somebody physically go and reach somebody physically? Is it possible? Only if you understand that you are Brahman or pure consciousness, this will have any meaning. So how does pure consciousness merge with another pure consciousness? Is it possible? You understand that I was Shuddha Chaitanyam earlier. I am that pure Brahma Tattvam. Now I will continue to remain Atman forever. Wonderful Upanishad mantra is there. Yathodakam Shuddhe Shuddhamasiktam Tadrgeva Bhavati Evam Muner Vijanataha Atma Bhavati Gautama. Wonderful mantra. The Guru tells, hey Gautama, hey my wonderful disciple, brilliant child, understand. When pure water is poured into pure water, there are two cans. Pure water, pure water. If you pour both into another third container, can you separate this pure water from this pure water? Can you separate? One was pure, one was impure. You will see the mixture, you will say, yes, the element of impurity came from this one. And so that is different. Yathodakam Shuddhe Shuddhamasiktam. So in this pure consciousness, I understand I am the pure consciousness, I am Brahman. You know that also Bhagavan is Brahman. That is when you attain the merger. Tattvamasi, Aikyam happens. And so, as the mantra says, Yathodakam Shuddhe Shuddhamastriktam Tadrigeva Bhavati. Both become one and the same. Can you differentiate? Cannot differentiate. Oh, Evam Munehe Vijanataha. What a wonderful mantra. Mantra fine or not? Ken. Manapada mantra. We had this mantra. Evam Munehe Vijanataha. That's the person who's striving. Maunat Munihi, Yatanat Munihi. Works hard to get this goal of ultimate jnanam. Vijanataha. Once again, this mantra is saying what? Vijanataha. Understand this jnanam. This is not some engineering, this is not some art, this is not bhajana, this is not katha kalakshepam, this is not nama sankirtana. Understand that clearly. Study. Study the Vedanta Shāstrā. Understand that you are the supreme truth. Then you will understand that I am the nature of eternal bliss. Nothing can equal this. Evam munir vijanataha atma bhavati gautama. So understand atma jnanam, attain eternal bliss. All these are Upanishad mantras which essence Bhagavan has taken and presented in a more palatable form. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita. So start with Bhagavad Gita, then study Upanishads, and then finally Brahma Sutra. So look at the Padavibhaga Anmaya for Shloka number 30. I'll take some questions toward the end of this class. Okay. 34 Padavibhaga Anmaya. So now there is this word Matu or Mama repeated many times. Let's see how many times it has come. Manmanaha Bhava. Churkaviko. All become alert. Manmanaha. One word. In that, you do Sandhi Vibhaga, Matu Manaha. So there is Man doesn't mean Manas here. Here Man is Matu. Me. So one count how many times the word Matu or Mama has come. Manmanaha Bhava. Mad Bhaktaha. So for counting Manmanaha Bhava Mad Bhaktaha is fine. That Bhava should be added to everything. Later we will do that. In Anmaya we will do, but first we will do Padavibhaga. Manmanaha Bhava Mad Bhaktaha Madhyaji. The word Madhyaji was used sometime earlier in this shloka, someplace. Remember, can somebody get the reference? Madhyaji. Mam. Namaskuru. Mam. Eva. Eshyasi. Yuktva. Evam. Very important. Yuktva. Evam. Atmanam. Matparayanaha. 13. Very good. All Churkagidra. My Guruji will say. All alert. Good preparation. See? The word Atmanam has come. And how many times Matu has come? Let's count. Matu Manaha Bhava. That Man Manaha Bhava. Mad Bhaktaha Bhava. Mat Parayanaha Bhava. Madhyaji Bhava. Mam Namaskuru. Mam Eva. So 6 places Bhagavan has told Mam, me. So Bhagavan has got what? Ahankarama. That is why here you should separate Bhagavan as a physical person and replace Mam with what? Not your mom in colloquial Tamil. Mom Salamuda. What is it? Moksham. Very good. I'm happy. At least only in Brahma Vidya you will hear the word moksham. Go anywhere else, the word no. Naam or nishan nahi hai. We'll say no Hindi. There's no question of moksham. So focus on Brahma Jnanam Moksham. Now look at the individual meaning. Manmanaha Bhava. So Anmaya. Simple. Manmanaha Bhava. Manmanaha Bhava. Madbhaktaha Bhava. Matparayanaha Bhava. Add. Madhyaji Bhava. Namaskuru Mam. Yuktva. Evam. Eshyasi. Mam. Eva. At Atmanam. Got the PVA? I should repeat. Anvay, you got? Clear? Nobody is responding. Should I do again? If you want to do it, tell me. Please repeat. Okay, very good. Manmanaha bhava. Very clear. 1, 2. Mad bhaktaha. Add in bracket bhava. 3. Very clear. Mat parayanaha, which is towards the end, last word, becomes number 4. Mat parayanaha bhava. Add the word in bracket bhava. Madhyaji. Come back to the continuation, which is what? Second padam, first word, Madhyaji bhava. Namaskuru mam, which is next to each other. Mam namaskuru, namaskuru mam. Then yuktva. Yuktva, clear? Yuktva evam, we broke the word. Yuktva evam eshyasi. I told you, mam eva eshyasi. Take eshyasi. Mam eva. So, mam eva eshyasi becomes eshyasi mam eva. What? Atmanam. Clear? Eh? Now should be clear. I mean, quite simple now. Can somebody confirm PVA team? If PVA team confirms, at least then the book will come out correctly. Then you can follow from the e-book. Indumati told. Clear? And how many times I told you, Mam, Matu has come? 6 times. Shanmukham. 6 times Bhagavan has mentioned Mam. So it means what? So much focus required on Jnanam, Moksham. Mam doesn't mean only Krishna Paramatma. Clear? Eh? Now, look at the meaning. Manmanaha. So now, before that, let us look at this sloka is very important. Organizing the sloka, I understand. There are actually 3 steps to this, 3 groups. So, write down group 1. Manmanaha bhava, madbhaktaha bhava, matparayanaha bhava, madhyaji bhava, mam namaskuru. 5 steps. You have what? 7 words. But 7 padam, but again, these 5 steps are sadhana. Write down. That means what? What is the effort you should be putting? Okay, that is group 1. Then group 2 is, this has to be qualified with what? The 3 C's. Yuktva evam. That means what? Constancy, consistency. I told you that should be there. Commitment. That is group 2. Yuktva evam. Group 2. If you do that, that means what? 1, the 5 sadhanas. 2, with constancy, commitment, and what? Consistency. If you do that, you will get the result. Result is what? Eshyasi mam eva atmanam. Clear? Can you see what Bhagavan is saying? We've been repeating same thing again and again. Bhagavan has concluded the 9th chapter with this approach. It is very systematically organized. Now let's look at the meaning. Is it so? Let's see. Manmanaha bhava. Manmanaha, be a person who has got this ultimate goal of moksham in the mind. Manmanaha means what? The person who has got constant thought, I should get out of. That's called mukshutvam. Constantly contemplate on what we discussed so far. Ephemeral nature of the world. Anityam asukham lokam. Imam prapya bhajasvamam. I should now dedicate with Vedanta. So that should be the constant focus in the mind. Fix the mind on what? Me. Literal meanings, manmanaha bhava, fix the mind on me. What is the implied meaning? Fix the goal of your life as moksham. Clear? Means what? Not only the conscious mind. If you are deeply dedicated, then what happens? Your subconscious mind, subconscious, everything will be all dedicated to Vedanta. Even your dream, you will get Vedanta only. Nowadays, what dream you are getting? You will know, analyze the dream. So you will get only about supreme truth. Shuddha Chaitanyam, Ashabdam, Sparsham, all will come in dreams. If your mind is fully fixed on this ultimate goal. Mad bhaktaha bhava. Add the word bhava. Mad bhaktaha means what? Be My devotee means what? Have devotional reverence to this goal of Vedanta Shastra. Mat parayanaha bhava. That means what? Parayanaha means the highest goal. Mat parayanaha means attaining jnanam moksham, attaining this through systematic study. Vedanta Shastra is my ultimate goal, highest goal. Other things will happen. Supreme goal cannot be changed every now and then. Okay? So keep that as supreme goal. Then Madhyaji. So Madhyaji means what? Matyaji. Worship me. That means what? Focus, study of Vedanta Shāstrās, consistency. Here, it is no longer a puja of taking what? Flowers and offering, or chanting, or dancing. What is the real puja here? Called Jnana Yajna. Write down. It is Jnanam, understanding the supreme truth. Madhyaji Bhava. So, connect all your actions such that you don't compromise on Vedantic studies. What happens today? We are now dissipating our energy in different directions. Everything else important you do. But this particular time required for studying the Shastras, ring fence that, don't allow other disturbances to bother. So that is why, that is the kind of worship, that is the dedication you would have. Mam Namaskuru. So, what? Approach the Shastras. Here, that means what? Surrender to me is the literal meaning. Here, what you should do? What is surrendering? Implicit faith. Initially, I may not understand. I will start studying. Slowly, things will get revealed. Yes or no? Are you know better than what you were 2 years back? 2 years back, we started Gita 2022. Now it is 2024. Are you much better or not? May not have got the complete knowledge, but you are now more confident, less getting disturbed by small things in life, able to understand, appreciate the value of human life, what goal you should focus. All that is much better or not? So that is called a surrender to this path. It's not easy, it will take time. So surrender and follow the path. If you do all these things, yuktva evam. Yuktva means tied to this. Means what? Yoking yourself. That means what? Don't deviate. The problem is people start the Vedanta Shastras. For a period of time, they suddenly disconnect, they go to that, there's something, ABC, and they waste this life. You understand? Great opportunity has been given to you. Don't waste this opportunity. Continue the studies and get the ultimate goal of Jnanam and Moksham. And it will not happen by any other way. Let me tell you, you cannot do self-study. You cannot stand upside down. No, you cannot go to internet and get Jnanam. No. Okay, you cannot get Jnanam from YouTube. You have to go to a Guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayan nastakrita kritena. Tad vijnanartham sagurumevabhigacche. Samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Enough mantras are there. Only by surrender to the Guru and learn systematically in this manner. Evam. So, this is the what? The resolution that is required. Then what will happen? The result is wonderful. Eshyasi. So, Eshyasi is Uttama Purusha Ekavachana. Mam is implied. You will reach me. So, Eshyasi means you will reach me. Why Eshyasi? Huh? You will reach me. Where Mam Eva, me alone. You will reach me alone. And how will I reach Bhagavan? How will I reach? How can I reach? Bhagavan is somewhere in Vaikuntham. We say no. Bhagavan is in Vaikuntham or in Kailas somewhere. Huh? Atmanam. Bhagavan says, I am not anywhere else. I am your own true self. Understanding now? So you will reach me what? You start studying Vedanta Shastra. You will reach the goal that I am the Supreme Self. When I am that, I am also reaching Bhagavan. Are you getting now the point? Why we say that this sloka should not be made a what? God with name and form. It is Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, avim. That is your own true nature. So how nicely it is. That is why Shastras are called as what? Shastra Darpanam, like a mirror. When you hold a mirror in front of you, what do you see? You see your face, makeup, all that you do, right? Huh? Nah. But this Shastram is not like a physical mirror showing your physical body. This Vedanta Shastra is a subtle mirror which will reveal your own true nature, inner nature, Atman. That's why the what? The last word in this particular Anvaya is what? Atmanam, who am the self. Bhagavan says, I am your true nature. You don't need to go running anywhere. How? I am not able to know because you are not studied Vedanta Shastras. Dedicate to study Vedanta Shastras. You will know me as your own true nature. Clear? Tattvamasi is the ultimate goal. Let's all chant together the Purti Shloka now. Clear? No? Shloka 34 is clear? What is the takeaway? Bhagavan is saying, don't miss Vedanta class. That's what he's saying. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yogo Nama Navamodhyayaha. Om Tatsat. Almost done. We'll take 2 minutes to quickly revise because you studied so much. Quickly take the e-book. Let's see. You all got it with you? Look at the organization wonderfully so that you then later you can constantly get back because this chapter is very, very deep. Yes or no? Quite deep and quite involved. Look at the page number 2. Wonderfully, all the shlokas are organized. Shlokas 1 to 3 is talking about the greatness of this Brahma Jnanam, glory, and what are the qualifications, Shraddha Bhakti. And so Bhagavan revealed the true nature, Shlokas 4 to 10. What is the true nature of Bhagavan? Shuddha Chaitanyam, all pervading principle. So, because of the existence principle of Brahman, everything exists. That is the Swarupa Lakshanam. And after clearly explaining the truth, Bhagavan then goes into the next subject matter. Why are we not able to understand the supreme truth, though it is all pervading, ever present, everywhere? There is a karanam for this that is called samsaram, samsara karanam, because you are bound by so many other problems. Your mind is not able to get out of that and focus on this. And so this bandhanam or samsara karanam happens due to various factors. Broadly, Bhagavan says 2 factors. One, the non-traditional atheist, the wrong approach. Now we see all the modern day approaches they do. All that is wrong, absolutely wrong. Taking to those methodologies, you will lose yourself. Even the other traditional means of remaining at a very elementary level, that is what doing only Nam Sankirtana, Vajana, all those will not take you further. Bhagavan says, just make your goal getting jnanam or moksham. Start the process. So Bhagavan, having said that, says that, see, I am not only the supreme principle, but also as the fundamental matter principle, control the entire universe. Shloka number 16 to 19, Bhagavan says, how as a cosmic ruler, Bhagavan takes care of things if you are devoted. One example, Bhagavan, what is that? As supreme heat, it takes away all the water from the seas and no rains in places where if you're not done the good things, right things, punyam is not there. And then it also give the rains in the right place. So he is the cause of both mortality and immortality. Similarly, if you focus on Vedanta Shastras, you'll become immortal. So Bhagavan has to be seen from that light. And so begin with Sakama Upasana. That means what? First go to Bhagavan, ask for all your things to be whatever basic necessities. If something basic is not available, bothering you, pray to Bhagavan to solve those, that you can focus on what? Studying of the Shastras. Dharmo aviruddho bhuteshu. What? Kamosmi bharatarshabha. So I am not opposed to those desires which are what? Focusing on dharmic desire. So Bhagavan is the nature of dharmic desire. That means what? If anything is coming in the way of you studying Vedanta, ask Bhagavan to remove that hurdle, he'll remove it. And so finally Bhagavan ends by saying that the glory of this method of Vedanta Margam, taking to this, is three categories of people. Totally gone case category, some people are challenged category, some people advantage category. So the example is very good. So you will not forget tennis match. Okay. So either of these categories may be, if you are dedicated to this, no, you will definitely reach the ultimate goal. For that, what you should do? Shloka number 34, the Purti Shloka, the last Shloka before the Purti Shloka. Manmana bhava, madbhaktaha bhava, madhyaji bhava, mam namaskuru, yuktva evam yeshyasi, mam eva. What is important? Atmanam. So the process is to attain this Atma Jnanam, the same as Brahma Jnanam. With this, with the grace of Krishna Paramatma, you have completed the 9th chapter, which is quite difficult, right? Mind-boggling. Lot of highest knowledge, greatest secret, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. So what is the takeaway? We have to go back and revise it n number of times till it becomes part and parcel of you. My Guruji used to say in Kannada, Raktagatavagbeku, it should be part of you. Then only you'll be able to be totally immune from all the happenings around. I told you, there are 3 levels, right? Doing karma, upasana, and jnana. Karma is like allopathy medicine. Sometimes you will get something, you take, it may solve, not solve. Upasana is like Ayurveda, some medium term benefit you will get. Whereas Dhyanam is like what? Immunity. You want immunity or you want to take tablets continuously? How many of you want to take tablets? Kgs and kgs. Huh? Does immunity require any tablet? Once you get immunity, you are immune from everything, all diseases. Similarly, you'll be immune from all the problems around only by getting Dhyanam. Let's all pray to Bhagavan during Uttarayanam. A wonderful time has come to dedicate on Vedanta Shāstrā and get this Jnanam Moksham in this life itself. Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु सत्यायेता. हरि ओम नारायण.